Gary Lamm with Gary Lamm in Mania under aerial attack with a video on what is the San Francisco Giants brand and what it should be. But what it has not been is congruent. It's been incongruent. Listened to the Farhan Zaidi interviews, end of the year press conference, and he really didn't say anything. But I'm going to tell you what stood out to me. What he did say, that was very profound, in my opinion. One of the players who Farhan Zaidi did not name said, if we're going to do platooning, if we're going to do openers, if we're going to have a consistent brand that does everything you need to win, everything you need to do to win, you need to bunt, you need to get guys over, you need to play good defense, you need to hit cutoff men. You need to have that consistent throughout your brand. So if your mindset is to take advantage of every opportunity, every statistical advantage, then you need to play good baseball along with following good data. And I totally agree. Because the Giants, I think they do have good data, but it's incomplete. And it darn sure didn't work this year. I don't think the Giants really understand how to win consistently over a long period of time, especially in the regular season. So I want to get to it. Baseball has changed since 2021. First of all, there is no more shift. You cannot rely on positioning players to overcome lack of athleticism on defense. That's just changed. So if you didn't have good data in the past, you got to research, you got to redo data, and you're looking for a team. I'm under aerial attack. Hope you can hear me. The plane flying way to the top. But what I'm looking for in 2023, we need the Giants basics. Pitching, speed, defense, good ball, good baseball. And I'm not saying throw away all the analytics. I'm not saying throw away platooning. I'm not saying you don't have to look at pitching matchups. Bruce Bochy himself is the reason why there is a 3 batter limit to pitching changes in Major League Baseball. Because when the time is right, you got to do what you got to do. But that makes sense when the money is on the line. If you have to rely on that throughout a whole season, not only is it not sustainable, it breaks the mentality of the team. And if you got to do that just to get into this easy 500 team, make the wild card, your team's not good enough. You don't got the players. So I'm going to get back to this press conference and this sober look at what the Giants are, the Gabe Kapler situation, Farhan Zaidi, why Kapler is gone and Zaidi is here. And I want to be fair to Zaidi, because I said, well, and Kapler. It was said, just weeks ago that we're thinking Kapler and Zaidi are still on the team. And I said it before, the Giants wouldn't have the record they had without Kapler. I couldn't think of anyone who could manage a team as successful as he did. But the problem was, everyone saw it coming. The real problem with the Giants is, and this is why Kapler and Zaidi, people thought maybe it should go together, is that they didn't have enough players. Bottom line, they didn't have good enough players. They are setting unrealistic expectations. But what did we expect? Let's just get real. I'm gonna be fair with them, but especially Kapler, who got. Did we think we're gonna finish better than the Dodgers? 100 wins, 62 losses. We were not better than the Dodgers. The Dodgers finished first. Did we think we were gonna beat them? No, we weren't gonna beat them. Diamondbacks, second in the NL West, 84-78. We did not have their starting pitching, and we do not have their athleticism for sure. Padres, they are a stacked team. They should have been contending with the Dodgers. They weren't even trying, and they outdid us, 82-80. Giants finished fourth, 79-83. That's where they should have been based on their talent. And all credit to Kapler. All credit to the players who bought in, who were not happy. But their record was a fraud. It was not sustainable to have openers. It was not sustainable to not have a leadoff hitter, not to have a third place hitter, not to have a cleanup hitter. It wasn't sustainable based on the personnel, and it was only a matter of time before they dropped off. And ironically, the team dropped off when Haneker came back in the lineup late in the season because there was no chemistry with the team. They had already given up. And the reason why Zaidi is here is because there's good ball players on this team. There's no top guy, but pretty fair. Zaidi put good ball players on the team, but there's no top guy. And here's why Kapler's gone. Guys are forgetting how many outs there are. Hey, what's up? Archangel's in the house. What's up, buddy? But the reason why Kapler's gone, you can't have guys forgetting how many outs there are, missing cutoff men. You know, you got Logan Webb saying, we don't have a winning environment. Baseball has been played for over 150 years, all right? 1876, when Major League Baseball started, I mean, it was played at the National Mall in Washington, D.C. There's laws in Congress to tell our representatives and senators, get your butts back to work and stop playing baseball. You got to get with the curve. You got to get with the program. You got to find new things you could do. But baseball's been played for 150 years, and there's ways to do things. There's a reason why there's 5 starters. There's 4 or 5 starters. You know, the leadoff hitter gets on base and has speed. There's a reason why the cleanup hitter gets RBIs. The money lies in the RBIs. There's a reason why the second place hitter gets someone over. The reason why the third place hitter is the best hitter, batting .300. And there is a reason why you platoon lefty-righty matchups where, you know, everyone can't be a star. There's got to be chemistry. People got to know their role. There's a reason why there's closers. There's a reason why you have top of the rotation guys. Because people need, for the long term in life and in baseball, you got to know your role. You got to be on automatic, and you can't overthink all year. In the playoffs, or when it's, crunch time, in a big series, you got to do what you got to do. But the Giants were unsustainable, and here's why, again, Kapler is gone. We knew it was a fraud, and there was an inconsistency with this attitude of we're going to do what we got to do as far as platooning and pinch hitting, but you're not making the guys play defense? Guys are all over the place as far as defense. You brought up Casey Schmidt. He's a third baseman. If you didn't know his minor league record, you'd think he was a shortstop or second baseman because he barely played third base. How can you play good baseball? What's the likelihood that someone could play a major league shortstop and major league third base and major league level second base as a rookie who can't even hit? No wonder why the guy can't hit. It's incongruent. The expectations don't match up. What's up, my man? Today, we are talking about Mr. Archangel. We are talking about the brand of the San Francisco Giants, what it's been in the past, and what I think it should be. And it's a sober look on why Zaidi's still here, why Kapler is gone, and what the Giants need to do in the future. But I just want to go over some stats on, and this is in defense of, I want to give the positive sides of what Kapler and Zaidi are doing. I want to give what needs to stay and what needs to go, and and when to use some common sense. But the reason why Kapler is gone, he gives the appearance of a typical middle manager. When your manager is a middle manager, the team sees that. They're not out there practicing defense. They're not shagging balls. They're not taking batting practice on the field. Because there's the perception that Kapler is just the middleman between him and the front office. And Zaidi said it. This is one of the main comments. And he said this: maybe the next manager needs a little separation from the front office. Meaning, he's saying it right there. Zaidi is the one who fired Kapler. That's what he says. But he fired him for doing exactly what Zaidi told him to do. That's why, friends, hey, you know what? You respect authority, but when someone's telling you to do something you shouldn't be doing, don't do it, because they're the ones who are going to bust you when it's over. Kapler did what he was supposed to do. He was an exceptional kiss butt to the people on top. Didn't care about the feelings of the people below him. And the same person who told him what to do got him out of there to save his own butt. But bottom line is this: was it Kapler's fault that the Giants finished fourth? You're talking about the Dodgers, Padres, Diamondbacks. They're all better teams. He did a good job to make him the Giant. What he did, and people can see right through this. Kapler gave the appearance that the Giants had a chance, and they didn't. They never had a chance. They sold out with his unsustainable style, and it was only a matter of time before they melted down. That's why Tampa Bay is always an early exit, even though he had a quick start. It's not sustainable for long. And that's what it is. And Zaidi also sets unrealistic expectations. We were never going to get Judge. They're expecting the Giants to be close in this division when they're always a mid. They set an X. The reason why fans don't come back, because it's not because we don't like baseball. It's not that we can't hang. Is that you told us that we are in this playoff race when we were a mid, not even mid, we're below 500, 79 and 83. That's who we are. We did everything we could do, switching players back and forth, but it was never going to cut the mustard. We needed to sell midseason. We needed to get rid of Wood and Mania, get something back, keep playing the young guys, let them play their position, because this team was never going to cut the mustard. Again, we all knew that Kapler did what he could with this team to keep us there as long as we could. But the reason why he's gone and Zaidi's still here is because players forgot how many outs there were. No defense. Didn't play good ball. They blamed him. Your best player, your ace of the squad, is saying we don't have a winning culture. That was too much. That's why he's out. And Kapler, he was great at talking to his bosses, but with his employees, he didn't cut the mustard. And that's the bottom line. And Zaidi said it himself. Maybe there needs to be a separation, a greater separation between the front office and the management. I think the Giants need to go on with that philosophy. Bad boy, Boyce LeGrand, what's up? I can barely see over here. I'm outside. I'm just happy someone can hear me. I can barely see up here. But you know what? If you can see me, thank you, God bless you. I'm trying to do new things out here, like the Giants need to do this season. But I just want to go over some stats here with the Giants. And this is to tell you that they cannot. The Giants never really had a team. They never really had a team, and they didn't give themselves the opportunity to ever get better. There's no carrot on a stick. There's no brass ring to reach for to get better. But here's the problem with the Giants, with this style they have, this brand they have. I think Mike Yastrzemski, who I love, is like the quintessential Giant. Not a star player, but good, clutch, but batting .233, 15 home runs, 43 RBIs. That's just it. The money lies in the RBIs. The money lies in the RBIs, and the Giants cannot knock in runs. J.D. Davis.
What goes on? Uh, um, I I can't hear. Um, um, is that, um, oh wait, let me try coming back. See what happens. No, I can't hear. Let me try coming back.